Hello and welcome to the second part of the special series of GRI Club presents India, an emerging global real estate investment destination. A unique business networking platform gathering the world's leading real estate investors, developers and lenders to build relationships and strengthen their global network. Developers in the real estate sector are beginning to take an increased interest in warehousing spaces. A real estate conglomerate that's gravitating towards the warehousing and logistics sector with increased momentum is the Hiranandani Group. We spoke with its director, Shridhar to understand the guiding principles behind the group's new Greenbase initiative.
So tell us about the Hiranandani's Group decision to launch Greenbase. Our understanding is that it's a dedicated platform and profit center focused purely on industrial warehouses and facilities.
Pooja, to begin with, I think we started this initiative of Hiranandani's to enter into industrial and logistics a year back under the brand name Greenbase, the vertical under which we are setting up the platform for developing industrial and logistics parks. It's a pan-India initiative, and we are looking at developing close to about 500 acres of land and about 12 million square feet in the next 5 to 7 years. Now, it makes, given the structural reforms, the rollout of GST that has happened, and a lot of work on the road infrastructure and freight corridors, etc., and the Make in India movement, as per our Honorable Prime Minister, has taken as an initiative in the last few years, and all of this has given a good environment for this sector to really flourish, number one. Number two, I think there is a substantial amount of demand which is coming in for a grade A industrial and logistics assets, which is really going to go a long way in reducing the cost and optimize supply chain efficiency for the customers. And given our strength as a developer, unlike a typical fund, we are looking at the customer-centric approach and developing an operationally sustainable business model for this vertical. And we thought, given our expertise and brand name and township infrastructure expertise that we have over time, this was just a very natural progression for us to be in this business.
Well, the Hiranandani Group is of course extending and diversifying to become well beyond just a developer. For example, you're building your first data center building on the outskirts of Mumbai. So what other markets should developers in your position be eyeing and entering?
Now, our focus as developer is the way that we have been able to build and be in the top 3 developers of the country is essentially because we are very good at building infrastructure. We don't build single buildings. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about building an ecosystem and building a community. When you talk about township and buildings within it, and then amenities and the infrastructure around it for people to really feel like Powai is a walk to work kind of a concept that Hiranandani is very famous for.
Sure.
And if you really look at the infrastructure that we built around the township, we are pretty ahead of times. So I think a progression into infrastructure and industrial logistics is a very natural one, given our strength and capabilities. And I think as an asset class, we are also pretty gung-ho and very positive about this asset class for the next 10 years to come, given all the development that's taking place in the Indian context.